In this video, we're going to be looking at the thumbnail feature. Now, if you already have clients that you do work for, this can be a seriously profitable add-on, or even if you want to offer this service on a third-party platform, because the cost of generating these thumbnails are super cheap and you can easily sell these for $5, $10 a piece and even upsell for a 24-hour turnaround. So let's go over here and go to Tools and Thumbnails. So let me go through and explain this. So if you're generating a normal YouTube video, you want to do the horizontal option. Or if you're making vertical videos such as Reels or Shorts, you want to choose this one. Down here you have options for styles and image type. You can mix and match these, and that's how it's going to generate your thumbnail. You can also scroll down to this area and add your own photo here and a background photo, and that's what it's going to use to create your thumbnail with. You can choose a layout of a single image for your thumbnail or have it to generate something that looks more like a multi-scene collage that fades from one to another. We're using the latest model of GPT for creating these images. For the quality, you can choose medium or high. For the price difference, I always choose high. For the text overlay, I recommend only adding 3 or 4 words in this box. Now we also have a feature here called link to video. So if you generated a video within VIDCore AI, you can select it down here and it's automatically going to use the style and the images from this video to create your thumbnail with. So for this first example, I'm going to select this video that we did for the example of 30 days in someone else's body. So for the text overlay, I'm going to put 30-day switch. And then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to leave the describe your thumbnail empty. I don't need that because I'm already linking to a video and it knows what it's about. And I'm going to we'll just go ahead and generate 4 different variations of this thumbnail so we have some to pick from. Now, while it's doing that, I'm going to come up here and I'm also going to make 4 vertical ones. But I'm going to change the style up a little bit. So for this one, we're going to use a reaction type. And for the reaction, it's going to put a person's face on the video. And if you have your own subject photo uploaded here, it's going to use that. If you don't, it's just going to generate a random image of somebody. So we'll do reaction. And then for the image type, I'm going to do low poly because I love the low poly style. And then we're going to come down here and we'll have the same image selected. And let's just do 2 variations of this one. And then you'll see here where I also generated a couple different versions of the video for the West Virginia one. So let's do that one. So for this, I'm going to make sure I change this text overlay to match it. So I'm going to put history of WV. For the text overlay, I recommend keeping this as short as possible because when people are scrolling through videos, they're not going to sit there and read a whole sentence on a thumbnail. They glance at it really quick, and if something pops out at them, they're going to click on it. So if you can create a text overlay with 2 or 3 words, that's what I suggest you do. In fact, a lot of people today, they're not even adding text on their videos. They're just creating an image. So we're going to do history of West Virginia. I'm going to make sure that I select this video this time. And we've already got this changed up here, and I'm going to go back to the horizontal one for this one. And we'll do 2 versions. And click generate. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upload my own photo here in a background photo. So here's a photo of me, and here is a background image of the app for one of the tutorials I made. And I'm going to go up here and make this more of a clickbait bold style. And then for the bottom part, I'm going to let AI best match and let them pick. So we'll scroll back down, single image. For this, I'm going to say VIDCore AI tutorial. 3 words, nice and short. I'm going to make sure I untick this video because I'm not linking to this video now. I am making a thumbnail for a video that I did not use or create from VIDCore. So when you do that, make sure you uncheck any videos here that you already have selected. And we will do 2 versions of this one and generate. And so right now it's working on making 10 different thumbnails. You can see some, oh, there we go. Some of them are starting to pop up. And this is one reason why I say you want different variations, because sometimes AI does not listen to prompts no matter what you tell it. and it gets the text wrong, too low on the image, and so part of it gets cut off. And so this way we'll have different versions we can choose from, and we have 3 really good ones right here that I love. This one here is really nice. 30-day switch, the guy's looking up at the TV, which was part of the video that we generated. So this one here is definitely a keeper. This one here also looks great. And then you can see here it's making the vertical ones. This one looks really good. And we're going to go ahead and wait for the rest of these to finish. Okay, so it's made a few more images here, and this one here so far is the winner in my choice. I love this one. It is perfect. But what I forgot was, when I created this video here, I made it in the low poly style, which is why the thumbnails are in low poly style. Then when I generated the history of West Virginia thumbnail, I went up here and selected low poly style for this one, forgetting the other ones were already going to be made like that. So I should change this one and redo it. What I could do is go ahead and click this again, do history of West Virginia, and I'm going to choose cinematic style with the image type of a comic book. So we'll see how this turns out with this combination. And I need to remove these images, otherwise it's going to use those. History of West Virginia, make sure that's selected and make sure it's horizontal. And then go ahead and generate 2 more. Oh, you can see where it's done a lot more of these down here too. So here's the VIDCore AI tutorial one that added my picture in here along with a background. Another history of West Virginia one. And we chose reaction for this one. You can see down here reaction, and that's why it has this person on here reacting. So if we didn't choose that, it probably wouldn't have put a person in there. So anytime you add or choose the reaction style here, it's going to add a person in the thumbnail, even if you don't upload your own photo here. So we're going to wait for these last 2 to finish. All right, so I generated a few more different variations of images here, and you can see how well all of these look. This one here was a vintage style, and I really like how it turned out. These 2 here for how West Virginia started are vintage style, and they look really good. And so that's how easy it is to use this tool and generate these. You can mix match the styles and the image types, and you can really create some very, very unique thumbnails.